So I spoke to a guy in the week, and you know, he's a rapper, and this guy is very he considers himself to be very intelligent, very clever. He's a rapper, and you know, we spoke about monetization and stuff like that, and the subject came up of a private jet, and he said he wants to get him a private jet, and he wants to fly around the world in a private jet. And I asked him, why does he think people buy private jets? Is it just something? Is it something that they do to take a brag, or is it because they don't like airports? And I can tell you now, the primary reason for people to buy private jets, and he didn't know this, is to save time. People where time is really money, buy private jets. Now a private jet will set you back, let's say 20 million as an example, and you get maybe 5 to 10 years usage out of that private jet. And to run that jet will maybe cost you R1 million a month. Just making an example. Okay? That private jet could save you hours and hours and hours a month when it comes to traveling time, when it comes to time wasted at airports and all those things, going to see clients, bringing clients to you. When you are dealing with time is money factors, to save 3 hours in flight time, to save an hour or two, because remember, if you fly commercial, it's a whole bunch of wasted time. I went to Durban the other day, and my flight was, let's say, 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:15 to Durban. I needed to be at the airport an hour before the time, even though I checked in the day before. So I checked in the day before. That is to save time. I still had to check in the queue to give my bag, and then I had to be at the terminal half an hour, whatever, before the time. Then it takes us about 20 minutes to half an hour to board. Then we start flying. Then we fly 2 hours, and then the process is reversed on the destination side. But if I know that I need to go and see a client to sign a 20 million rand deal, I don't have hours to waste. And that is the reason it's people that can make a return on investment. So yes, the jet is an investment. And yes, it comes with a bunch of convenience, but the one thing that a private jet without a doubt gives you is it gives you more time. And to some people, that is much more valuable than anything else. And if you understand what your time is worth, then you will not underbill when you're performing. Secondly, you will be very stingy on who you waste your time with. Guys, I've got people that say, they inbox me and they say, oh, I got a proposal for you. As mense vir my sê hulle het 'n proposal vir my, weet ek al klaar hulle waste my tyd. Because number one, if you are confident in your proposal, then you tell it to me on the inbox. Somebody that wants to advertise with me, somebody that wants to work with me will say in the message, hey, can I have your number? I'd like to advertise with you. Klar. The rest of the people that talk about, I've got something to tell you, I'd like to tell you something, give me your phone number, oh, I've got a proposal for you. Those are usually the people that want to leverage my equity, my money, my time, my clout, my influence to grow themselves. People that say, oh, I got a proposal for you, are usually the people that say things like, hey Cedric, I'd like you to promote my product. I will pay you for every product that sell, I'll pay you a certain amount. No. Don't do that. So don't waste my time. You come to me with nothing. Now, I'm going to make an example, and this is not bragging, man. This is knowing your worth. Come I make a simple example for anyone to consider whether he's wasting or her, whether they're wasting their time or not. Let's say, what is a good salary? Okay? A good salary is, let's say, 30,000 rand a month. That is considered a good salary. In fact, I'm going to do a practical calculation. Don't worry, the car's on auto drive. It will break if I step out of line. It will keep me in the lane, and it will break if I want. So let's say 30,000 rand, no, is considered a good salary. If you divide 30,000 rand divide by 21 days, that is your salary per day that you'd like to earn if you don't work weekends. That is 1,428 rand and 57 cents. Okay, so let's divide that by 9, because obviously you have to take lunch, right? That's 158 rand per hour. Okay, now if you have a meeting with somebody and that person takes an hour of your time, that's not even counting the petrol or diesel to get there, and the transit time. If that person takes an hour of your time to discuss whatever shit they want to discuss, proposals and cuck, and it's not making you at least 151 rand, you're wasting your time. That is how you work it out. Let me make sure I did the right calculation. 30,000, right? Divided by 22, that's 1,300 rand a day, divided by 9, about 151, yeah. That is a simple calculation that you can do to determine what is your time worth. And if you're not making at least the money back now, you must also bear in mind, you are a freelancer, which means you're not working like a permanent employee, right? Which means you probably attend 4 meetings a month. You have to scale it up to match, which means an hour to you is not 151. An hour to you is maybe 1,000 rand. And if you're not making 1,000 rand an hour, whether it means sitting in a meeting or that meeting does not translate to making 1,000 rand later on, then it's not worth it. You guys don't know these concepts, but you guys walk around and talk and as if you guys you are this money-wise people. And that is why you walk around thinking a private jet is there to brag. A private jet has got absolutely nothing to do with traveling, and it's got everything to do with efficiency. Because if you're a real business person that operate in the space of millionaires, an extra hour or 2 is the difference between closing a deal and not closing a deal. And that is how lawyers bill you. And that is how doctors bill you. And surgeons and those guys. They work out what their time is worth to them and bill you accordingly. And that is why doctors' consultations, I'll say, patal. Now, I'm not saying I'm a doctor, because there'll be obviously an idiot in the comment that's going to now say, don't say there's a doctor. No, I'm not a doctor. My time might not be as valuable as a doctor's, but my time is valuable to me. So please do not contact me for shit. I apologize if I give you the impression that I've got time to just chat on WhatsApp, or I've got time to chat in the inbox. I do not have the time. If I do make the time to chat, it will be to make content, because that's what I'm about. And I cannot be giving you ideas for your business. Oh, I'd like to discuss business ideas with you, Cedric. And then you ask him, what business idea do you have? How much capital do you have? I don't even have capital. I just thought maybe we could discuss. You could give me a couple of ideas for businesses to do what with? You guys are too comfortable in just talking about stuff and not following through. Sy het niks op jou naam nie. Nou wil sy nog hê ek moet vir jou ideas gee. Vir jou business. En dan moet ek nog vir jou 'n way maak. And you wonder why you don't have any businesses. It's time to be realistic. Get your mind right. I can't. I apologize, but I cannot sit on WhatsApp chatting to people about stuff. Oh, I'd like to do stuff for the community, but I want you to help me. Sy doen niks. Sy wil hê ek moet my content gebruik, my clout, my followers, my influence, en ek moet vir jou ideas gee. Sy wil net langs aan my staan terwyl ek die dinge doen. When I ask people, what are you doing independently? Dan words in it, crickets. Now I was hoping we could come together. Don't waste the content creators' time. I apologize, guys, if I sound shit. But if you don't come with something, don't waste my time. Ek kan nie ry tot by jou en net met jou te gesels nie. Ek kan nie sit met jou op WhatsApp net sodat wanneer jy dronk raak Vrydag, dan wil jy vir jou brasse wys. Jy het 'n foonnommer van Uncle Cedric. Nou wil sy gou vir my video call om jou brasse te wys, jy het my nommer nie. Ek is ook 'n mens. And actually, I am extremely busy. I don't have time to fulfill your social chatting needs. And if you want to be offended by it, be offended by it. But you cannot carry on like this. You cannot want to piggyback on the next person's effort in the hope that somehow you also going to reap the rewards. Is soos die mense wat na jou toe kom en vir jou sê, ek het 'n lyn met diamonds, maar ek het niks geld nie. Ek wil jou 120,000 rand hê. Ek wil jou 120,000 rand hê, sodat ek kan diamond, ek gaan jou connect aan my guy. Don't waste my time, man. Don't waste my time. I just thought I'll bring it up. A lot of people, they want to talk about, I want to be a businessman. Oh, I want to run my own business. You can't even run your own life. But you will a business run. Oh, I wanna, I can't work for a boss. I wanna run my own business. You wanna run your own business, but you can't even work with 100 rand. 1,000 rand maak jou op. You realize that when you work for a boss, you work your 8 hours and you go home. When you work for yourself, you work 24/7. Do you realize that? That's because jy is gazet, jy is groot oog. Julle sit en kyk business owners, as sê julle vir julle self, die man, hy doen niks, die business run homself. Jaloesheid. Nee, man, julle moet die kat los, man.